Let's get right into it. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're looking at a truly inspiring project, empowering special educational needs growing through sport. At the absolute heart of this whole initiative is a super simple yet totally profound philosophy. Every single child has the fundamental right to learn, to grow, and to really express themselves. And the secret weapon we're examining today to actually make that happen? It's sport. We're going to break down exactly how physical activity is being intentionally used to support the whole child. We're talking physical, social, emotional, and cognitive development for kids with special educational needs.
Okay, let's dive into this. How do you speak to the world when words fail you? Seriously, take a second to really think about that. For a lot of kids with special educational needs, verbal skills might still be developing, or they just face a really tough time expressing themselves the way we traditionally expect. So, how do they connect? Well, the source material frames sport not just as some fun game to pass the time, but as a crucial, functioning language. When a child is struggling to find the right words, the playing field literally becomes their voice.
To really wrap our heads around how this works, we kind of need to redefine sport entirely. In this specific context, sport is a vital communication tool. It allows children to convey their emotions and their thoughts through physical activity, which helps them build much stronger connections with the world. Think of it like translating a rich inner world into an outward expression. A child who might not be able to speak yet can absolutely show pure joy in a coordinated jump, or fierce determination in a balancing act, or deep trust when they pass a ball to a friend. By expressing those emotions through movement, they are actively building and fortifying their bond with the world around them.
Let's move to our first section and see how this builds. The power of movement, body control, and confidence.
The project uses a really clear three-step developmental ladder to unlock that physical power. Step 1 is body awareness. Before anything else happens, a student has to understand their own physical presence in a space. Just basic coordination and balance stuff. But once they nail that baseline awareness, they step right up to Step 2, movement control. This is the sweet spot where intention meets action, learning how to purposefully direct their body. And that naturally, almost magically, unlocks Step 3, self-confidence. When a child has that aha moment and realizes, hey, I can actually control my body, I can do this, they suddenly feel so much stronger and infinitely more capable. Simple everyday physical exercises are literally translating directly into profound psychological empowerment.
Now, we all expect sport to develop fine and gross motor skills, right? And it absolutely does. Strengthen balance and coordination, for sure. But what's truly fascinating about the data here is the specific physiological mechanics happening inside the brain. Physical movement actually increases a child's attention span and concentration. And incredibly, it contributes to balancing out the functions of the left and right brain hemispheres. So cognitive development and physical development are actually happening at the exact same time. The physical movement is literally rewiring the brain for better focus. How cool is that?
Moving right along to Section 2, Beyond the Individual, Social Integration and Belonging.
Think about the brilliant dynamic of mixed ability sports. For students who are actively developing their skills, participating in a group setting helps them find a really deep sense of belonging. Plus, they receive invaluable peer support. But what about the advanced peers? Well, they're fostering a culture of collaboration by actively helping the others. It's a total win-win. Both sides are growing immensely. They're learning to work together, to share, to support each other, basically proving that differences in ability aren't setbacks. They're actually incredible opportunities for collaboration.
Through that collaborative environment, the kids naturally just soak up these core values: empathy, compassion, love, respect, and solidarity. And honestly, what is so beautiful about this project's approach is that these aren't just empty words written on a classroom chalkboard. These values are experienced naturally, right there out on the playing field. When you help a teammate up after a fall, or when you cheer your lungs out for someone who's struggling, you are living those concepts. Because they're learned through direct, shared experience, they stick. They transform into lasting social behaviors. These kids definitely learn to enjoy the competition, but more importantly, they learn to practice solidarity and actually succeed together.
Which brings us to Section 3, The Ripple Effect, Achieving Success Together.
So the crucial point here is mapping out how the project's specific actions create massive, real-world outcomes. When the project actively brings in family involvement, it takes those lessons from the playing field straight into the living room, significantly strengthening parent-child relationships. On top of that, by building international partnerships, the project is seeing enhanced cross-cultural interaction, which makes the whole idea of inclusive education so much stronger globally.
And finally, using technology consciously, that leads directly to better problem-solving and communication skills for the students. The ripple effect of something as simple as throwing a ball or balancing on a beam eventually scales all the way up to international relations and tech literacy. It is just an incredibly comprehensive approach. And our final section, Section 4, Foundation to Fruition.
We are stronger with our differences. Growing through sport, succeeding together. That is not just some catchy PR mantra, it's the absolute truth that this initiative is proving day in and day out. The source material makes it super clear that individuals who are empowered by sport actually become the foundation of strong societies. When we empower a child with special educational needs to feel capable, confident, and genuinely socially integrated, we aren't just helping that one single child. We are moving together, we're growing together, and we are succeeding together as an entire society.
Which leaves us with one final, pretty important question. How will you champion inclusion to build a stronger society? This explainer has given us undeniable proof that sport is a vital language, and it's a profoundly powerful tool for building capability, empathy, and real human connection. The blueprint is literally right here in front of us. So take these insights, look around at your own communities, your own local schools, your own sports teams, and just ask yourself how you can help create spaces where absolutely everyone gets the chance to play, to grow, and to be heard. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer today. Stay curious and keep learning.